dearest Lara. I often think about a shame I have brought upon our family's name.
Holy smokes, Ian Higton. Alicia Vikander has only ever been cast as Lara Croft in the Tomb Raider film.
Wow! Wait, so it's not...
Angelina Jolie, I don't think they got her back for it. I think that kind of defeats the object of a reboot, which is what I understand they're doing. But I thought this might be a good opportunity to talk about video game movies and our favourites and our least favourites. So we may as well start with the Tomb Raider films, actually. Do the Angelina Jolie ones hold a special place in your heart?
Not really, no. I've watched both of them, and I can remember none of them.
The only thing I can really remember is that Chris Barry is the butler.
Yes, he is the butler. Does he die in it? Spoilers.
I don't know. I don't think so. I haven't seen the second one, I don't think. I've seen the one with Daniel Craig in it.
Yeah.
Is that the second one? Who knows?
Daniel Craig's in it.
Yeah, Daniel Craig is...
Those memorable Tomb Raider movies.
Is he the goodie who turns out to be the baddie? I don't think we're giving these a great write-up, to be perfectly honest with you.
No, but we aren't film critics, to be fair.
No, exactly. But, all right, well, from Tomb Raider then, what is your favourite video game film?
My favourite video game film, I think, would have to be Super Mario Brothers.
Really? With Bob Hoskins?
Yes.
Why?
It's so bad. It's kind of good, but it's also really bad. But the reason I like it so much is it's like the first video game movie I saw, and it was the first pirated film I ever saw as well. Don't pirate, kids. Yes, I never did it afterwards. Yeah, I was really young, and it was just like we were all into Nintendo back in those days, and the thought of a big Mario movie coming out was just like, whoa, awesome. And even though it made absolutely no sense, 10-year-olds, whatever, like, you can show them anything and they'll normally enjoy it.
Yeah.
But even then, it was like, what are the Goombas wrong? What, like, Mario's all weird. I don't know. But for some reason, I have these rose-tinted memories, and I watch it occasionally, still now, and have a laugh.
I remember it quite clearly, and I think, to be honest, my experience with that film is the same as yours. I remember watching it as like a really big Nintendo fan and just thinking like, well, this is all wrong. Not like in a I'm upset or angry kind of way, just in a slightly uneasy, like, this isn't... What is this? Like, there's the weird, like, photorealistic Yoshi animatronic. Like you say, the Goombas are just weird. Like, the only thing that seems authentically Nintendo in that game is when they've got a Bob-omb.
Yes.
And it's walking around, and it's wearing Adidas sneakers for no discernible reason, mind you. It's just utterly, utterly bizarre. That film is... When they play the harmonica, and what's-his-face that they devolve is, like, swinging back and forth. It's a hot mess. Apparently... On set, Bob Hoskins and what's-his-face, the other guy.
John Leguizamo.
That's him. They drank quite heavily to deal with the trauma
I could imagine
of being in this film that they thought was bad. My favourite, because I think, to be honest, it is the best video game film out there, which in many cases isn't saying much, is probably Silent Hill, which I've got the DVD here, actually. Is a Christoph Gans film, as I just remembered off the top of my head.
Ah, good knowledge.
But it's actually, like, it's surprisingly good. I will caveat this by saying that I have never really played much of the Silent Hill games, and therefore they don't hold that special place in my heart. Therefore, I can't get outraged by perceived, like, inaccuracies. But I thought it was very atmospheric. Like, the production values were quite high. Apparently, the lead actress's name, I can't remember her name. Where is it? Radha Mitchell, Laurie Holden, the lady that's in it, right? Yes. The main woman is trying to find her daughter. They had like hundreds and hundreds of costume changes for her. Even though she doesn't change her clothes throughout the film, she gets grubbier and bloodier. So they had these outfits that were getting progressively darker and more like gory and messed up as the film progressed, because I think they shot it chronologically, which I just think is a brilliant like twist. And it's a film that Sean Bean is in, that, spoilers, he doesn't die in, which is amazing, because, super spoilers, I mean, he and his wife and his daughter end up in separate dimensions, which is a really crap cop-out of a thing, and to be honest, he's rubbish in that film because his character's awful. But that, here's another bit of Silent Hill trivia for you, comes from the fact that when they sent off the scripts to the people who were producing it, they got it back with a post-it note on it saying, "There are no men in this film." Like, oh, what a tragedy. Oh no, there aren't loads of men in this
So they had
film.
to crowbar Sean Bean in.
So that's why they crowbarred in the whole
jeez.
storyline with Sean Bean and the detective who'd been burned, and they were just they just wrote in two piss poor male characters instead of just saying, okay, it's a film with women in it. You know, that's all right. But apart from that, I think it's a good movie.
Well, it's incredibly well produced. The costumes and the monster designs are great, but I prefer my video game movies to be a little bit cheesy and rubbish. Like, I absolutely love the Mortal Kombat film. That's another one I watched when I was little, and I always remember like just flipping out when Liu Kang does the bicycle kick.
Yeah.
Because we were all waiting for it. He's going to do the bicycle kick, and then he does it, and we're like, holy shit, he totally did it.
And there was that weird techno song for that film as well.
Yes.
That was pretty weird.
Fight! That's how it started. I don't know how it went.
And then there's that weird coda, like that weird bridge where they just name characters endlessly. Tell you what is a video game film that doesn't have much fighting in it? Street Fighter. Despite the fact it stars Jean-Claude Van Damme, it's just so little in the way of punching or kicking or any kind of fighting, in a street or not.
There's that really weird fight at the end with Raul Julia flying around on a
Isn't that because he
platform.
was terminally ill at the time and therefore couldn't do fight scenes? Am I making
Quite
that
possibly.
up?
No, that was his last film he was ever in.
I think basically he didn't do any fight scenes in that because he wasn't physically capable.
Right.
But that, I mean, fair enough. They don't fight in the end scene. There's quite a lot of film before that in which they could have had a little bit of a dust up.
What a cast of characters, though. Kylie Minogue.
Yeah, Kylie Minogue.
Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Jean-Claude Van Damme. Some other people.
Yeah, Benny the Jet Urquidez was in it. He's a very obscure kung fu guy.
Yeah, blimey. Yeah, video game films, though. How about them?
They're cool, if they're cheesy, I think.
Are they? I don't know. Yeah. Are you looking forward to the new Tomb Raider?
No.
Well, great. On that high note, we'll leave you there. Lovely, lovely viewers.
Don't forget to tell us your favourites or worstest films, though.
Yes, indeed. And did we even talk about Doom?
We didn't.
We didn't bloody talk about Doom. There's another DVD in front of us.
There is, look, DVD noises.
For memory aids that we completely ignored. You think this film's quite good, don't you?
I like it, again, because it's kind of cheesy and dumb.
I kind of think this... Well, probably for the same reason. I think this film is kind of poo.
Like, a lot of more modern video game films try and go a bit gritty and, like the Hitman films and stuff. They try and...
Shit, that was bad. Oh my god, Max Payne. Max Payne is the worst thing I've ever seen. I saw that in the cinema as like a press screening.
Oh, Jesus.
And we were 20 minutes in, and I was like, it must be ending soon, surely. And I looked at my watch and realised we hadn't even been in there an hour, and I just...
Is this the new one or the...
Yeah, the one with Mark Wahlberg. There's a new one?
Oh, no. Sorry, I thought we were still on Hitman.
Oh, no, sorry.
The Max Payne one is terrible.
Max Payne with Mark Wahlberg is just atrocious. But Doom, it's my problem with Doom is it's a film that isn't really very much about Doom until it has that one bit where it goes first person, and then it's a bit like Doom.
Yeah. But, yes, but it's just, it's fun. It's dumb and fun. It's like those old 80s action movies. Like, they've tried to pick up that kind of vibe, but in a more modern film. I like the fact that they've gone just stupid action movie, and the first person shooter sequence is really quite cool, especially the bit where he's like trying to fight the Pinky Demon that's used to be Dexter Fletcher, but is now like a dog thing fused with a wheelchair. I have a soft spot for it. Anything that's kind of like stupid and dumb, I kind of like. I think it's because it reminds me of me.
All right. Wow. Okay, that was damning. Fair enough. Well, like we were saying before, we remembered that we hadn't talked about a whole bunch of films.
There's so many.
Please do tell us your favourites or least favourites or your most memorable moments from video game films, and let us know who you side with. Is Doom a bit of cheeky camp fun, or is it just a big steamy turd with The Rock also in it?
It's awesome, man.
Okay, fine. Either way, please do like and subscribe for plenty more from Eurogamer, and have a lovely weekend. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Without further ado, here's 9 reasons why Doom's campaign gives me hope. Number 1, no cutscenes. Old school Doom didn't need cutscenes to tell its story. In fact, most of the story in the original Doom was crammed onto single screens of text at the end of each episode.